Hello, and what's going on, fellow traders? It's the Wolf. Welcome to another episode of the Wolf Den Trader Takeaways. It's August 2nd. What a gorgeous day out here in sunny Florida. We're on the beach. It's smoking hot out. Some of our friends are playing some beach volleyball. We're in the office. You know why we're in the office? We're studying APHA, super fade on RHE, and still in a course short on SMSI. With that being said, Rebecca, let's just roll right over to executions. Thank you so much. Now, look at this APHA. We're getting competitive today. Let's look at the Jumbotron real quick. Here's a 3-year chart. And right away I noticed that this thing is choppy. It's manipulative. It's more than likely higher institutional ownership. Today's volume was 34.6 million. Relatively speaking, that's 11.5 times. There's 11.5 times normal trading activity in the 10-day average. Sorry. So we have some levels on it. This thing kind of gapped up. This isn't out of the niche play though. This is New York Stock Exchange. There's 250 million. Shares outstanding. It's a $1.8 billion stock. Look right here, you can see earnings. So I'm not going to get into this one too much on the technical side because it's out of the niche. But we did trade the order flow. Let's just take a look at this. Basically, I just want to showcase my mistakes today. Here's executions right here. A lot of executions today. We traded 126 executions across 3 names. Majority of the names were on this one. Now, here I am just building a position. We get a nice wash. We come back up. I'm not taking any profit. And we got some guys in the room. This is a cannabis play, I believe. It's pharmaceuticals. Like I said, 1.8 billion. We have some guys in the room that specialize in cannabis and among other things. And this was on our radar. So we like the range. We're going to trade it, and we're just kind of trying to short into pops, and we're trying to buy back support, and that's what we were doing. And we got a nice flag right here, and this thing is strong, right? This thing is very, very strong. This stock should not be shorted. I mean, I don't know, it's super strong. I want to showcase my mistakes. I just want to show you guys what I did wrong on this. Maybe you guys can learn from it. I'm entering in the position too heavy, too early. And then we're looking at pre-market. Here's resistance. I'm not cutting the position on the way up. Now I'm catching exhaustion right here. Here's my averages. I'm catching exhaustion and I'm trimming out. Now you can tell that I'm underwater because look how fast I'm trimming the position. I want to put some profit back into the loss. And that's normally not how we like to channel trade. We like to try to catch the bottom. We want to catch support, but a lot of mistakes here. This trading right here is fine, and then I should just leave it alone and let's go up to the next resistance. Now I had 739. Let me see right here. 739 was resistance and 704. So we were watching that 704 line right here. This was a line for us. This was the beginning of a secondary consolidation. I'll just show you guys right here. You can see main consolidation. Here's the secondary consolidation. Rebecca, let's enhance. Right, so here's a good look at the secondary consolidation. Here's our lines right here. These are the wolf lines, as the guys in the room call it. Shout out to the guys, man. We got some extraordinary, talented guys in the room. Just wanted to give you guys much respect and let you guys know that everyone is working so hard in the rooms. Everyone's benefiting from that. So thank you. Again, we're shorting into strength here. We're not carrying too many shares up. We're taking profit early, and we're catching exhaustion, and we're buying into seller exhaustion. So this is a nice little bull channel right here. Too many executions on this type of strength, and we can always measure. TOS will actually give you the angle, but we can always measure the angle of the trend, right? 90 degrees being the steepest, obviously, and then 180 degrees being flat. But the steeper the angle, right, then you have your 45. I'm just giving you guys basic numbers, but the steeper the angle, right, the more emotional the pitch is, and then also too, the more emotional the push, the more tightening there is on the seller exhaustion down here, right? Because the more shorts are fighting to get out, in my opinion. Now this is another section right here where I just froze. I'm not sure. This is not professional trading. I should not be carrying these shares up. We're taking profit on this right here, and then I don't know. I need to cut right here. We need to cut this position 100. Now we get up into a new. We got a new high, and I'm coming back in. I'm attacking. So again, we're top ticking. We're taking profit. I made a trader error right here, and I sold off the majority of the position. I got flat on accident. I wanted to take off X amount of shares, and I accidentally took off the whole enchilada. So that put me in the red. So then we catch a little bit of a flush here, and I add back in, and I take an immediate scalp, getting flat again. And then we come back up, and now I'm adding in heavy. These are heavier adds than normal because I want to build back my position. And then I'm just rolling these channels right here like we normally do. I'm giving it some room. This is profitable up here. Majority of these trades are profitable, except I carried the shares up. I'm not trimming properly. I'm not cutting the position. Right. I basically, besides that error right there, I still have shares down here. I'm still trading that average up here, which is terrible. Finally, I think here I got flat or near flat, and I'm giving it time, and then I'm adding back, getting near flat again right here for a small wash right here. It depends on the amount of shares I took off here and here in relation to here, but this is a wash, if not small green. And then this is another major mistake. I'm not cutting here. I'm not taking any profit right here. I believe that we have a backside right now. This right here, for some reason, the exhaustion off the tape led me to believe that this is a backside, that we're backside now, but we were not. And I didn't cut high a day. I could have cut 730, or at least, at the very least, take off a third, take off half, take off 75%, take off 90%, take some off. Right, then we come back up, and I do actually take some off right here. I have a stop market trigger, and I add back in for a quick scalp. Right, it just seems like when I'm not in a position, when I'm not sized into a position, I'm not comfortable. I like carrying shares, obviously, because we flush. I add back, and then I'm scalping again. Like I'm real competitive on this today. This was a different style of trading, and this needs to be looked at. But if you guys can learn anything from this, it's just to watch the order flow, watch the tape, stagger. If you have a decent amount of size, or even if you don't have that much size, but you want to, ensure a fill, stagger the size into multiple targets. You guys can see I have a lot of my size into like 2 targets, right? I'm just using this as an example. But if you have 100 shares and you're looking to get rid of it, at 736, then do 500 at 734 and 500 at 738, you're going to get the same average. There's a slight chance that you might only get one fill, so now you got some profit on the board. That's just an example, but there's multiple strategies with profit taking, and we're not going to go over that here. But here towards the end of the day, my last execution on this name is at 510. And then I'm just taking some profit. Now, luckily, I did keep about a third of the position, and then in the after hours, we just started fading, and these guys were just kind of playing with the bid and the ask. They were shuffling them down, so I was just taking small little chinks at it. I was just chinking away, trying to be unnoticed, and just taking a little bit of profit. My average is like 728, so my average is way down here, and I start taking some profit in the after hours. Now this total trade was less than 1/2 R red. Basically, it was a wash trade minus commissions. That's what it was. We were small red on the day, barely, just because of commissions got us today. But this is not the best trade. Let's look at RHE. Now, these next 2 trades that we had today were just super phase, easy breezy, no big deal. Like, I had a late start this morning. Shout out to the guys that caught this in pre-market. We had some guys, our moderator, Elliot, basically top ticked this. Fantastic job. A couple other guys in the room caught this as well. I had a late start. I didn't want to chase this down right here at all. I had ads out, and we get a nice little sell-off pre-bell right here. Like 30,000 shares was the largest candle in pre-market, and then this thing's just kind of dead, really. I was watching after the bell. I had a couple things on my screen. I just put some passive orders out, and I was looking to catch some size up here. and the majority of my size was right about here. You know, I would have added up to about 370 right about here. I would have put my size up here, but just a weaker day today. You know, look how big this wick is on the 1 minute. We caught it. We come down. I'm not really looking to take profit. I think my first target was 253. I added, and then I just a near miss right here. 253 is my original target, and I just missed it. So we got the exhaustion. We got some more exhaustion. We're coming down, and you guys know, when I see a projected higher low like this, I'm just going to I want to take some off. I want to trim, especially if I haven't taken any profit yet. And then this thing just kind of faded. I wasn't even really watching this. I glance over at it every now and then, but these targets right here were all set in front of the tape. As soon as I had my average right here, my targets were all set. And that's how we do it, baby. SMI or SMSI has the front side got me pretty good. I'm still red on the name, on the move, but we're taking a significant chunk of that back today. So I'm swinging a core position from the 6s, and I'm taking profit, right? I'm taking profit like 560, and the lowest one was 554 off of low 6s, and then we get a push. Now, this is proper trading, in my opinion. Waiting for price to come to me off of a higher time frame, volume deposits, and the short-term technicals right here. $6. That's a whole number. I like it. I'm going to put some size on. We want to get some size right here, and then basically like what I just talked about, staggering the targets in case I just catch a wick. Like say if I want to fill that 6, it's possible, and it does happen, where I'll catch a wick at like 596. And I got half the size, but at least I got some of the size. That's the purpose of staggering these and splitting them up. And then we're starting to fade a little bit, and we come up, and I like this right here as a lower high, the same size in relation to this. And then I'm just setting targets at. I had some targets also too set out here at 560, 570. But basically I'm core short, and then I'm looking to scalp intraday to pad the wallet, to pay for some of the mistakes on the front, but more importantly, so that I can carry these shares over, pay for commissions, pay for overnight fees, and stuff like that. So it's a layered strategy. Majority of my shares are core short, and then we're always looking to scalp momentum, right? That's what we do. And that's it for my trades. Hopefully you guys did well. We really have some talented guys in the room, man. I'm very impressed with the caliber of guys that we have. Let's hop over to the Wolf Trading Discord room. Now, here we go in the Wolf Trading Discord room. We're looking at the runners, aka the weapons room. Not too many today, but we're taking a look at CLVS. CLVS is kind of choppy, but we do believe small volume relatively to what we normally play, but this thing might be putting in a pattern, and we could have a breakout right here. So we're watching for that. Not too much going on, like I said, but we're going to keep an eye on it. CLDR, they had a nice sell-off. Congratulations. I think a couple of the guys did catch it. One of the guys in the room had a thesis that I piggybacked off of. This was a higher time frame gap fill to 850. We didn't see that strength today. We have a weaker sentiment in the market. As from yesterday with the Feds and just some other stuff going on, trade. But I would have liked to size in at 850, and it didn't happen. I didn't chase it. There was opportunity there. This is nice range. We had some nice range on this. Shout out to the guys who caught it. Congratulations. RHE, we went over that. Just a slow fade parade, all day fade parade. And we love these things. We had guys trading this from their phones at work. One guy's walking around downtown Toronto. I mean, just a bunch of talented guys we got, man. It makes me proud to be part of this team. Workhorse, major sell-off yesterday. Look at somebody is institutional or a large whale is trimming the position down. Right, they got the liquidity that they wanted, and they're just somebody's trimming the position down, in my opinion. especially look at this. This looks like about 1 million shares at the market. I think that's what it was. I don't know for sure. But here we are, we're grinding up. And the reason why we're grinding up, you see this green line right here. Now there's a major consolidation zone, higher time frame on the 3-year chart. Pull up the 3-year chart on Workhorse. If you use a volume profile, take a look. Look at all that volume that these guys are going to have to go through if they want to get below sub 330 to, I believe it was 150 to 330 is a major dense main consolidation. And with that being said, guys, I just want to give a shout out to all the guys in the room who are working so hard. And this video made me think about the talent that we have in the room. All right, have a good weekend, guys. And this is a little something for the members.
And so it's always that competitive nature, the work ethic, and curiosity. Because I asked a lot of questions. When playing with Byron Scott, I asked him a lot of questions. Eddie Jones, who was great at chasing guards off the screens, and I didn't understand how to do that. I would sit with him before practice, after practice. Magic, all the Laker greats, I would always sit down and just ask them questions about certain games that I studied growing up. What actually happened there? What did you feel there and why?
We were playing against the Lakers, Tom, and we were out here in LA. So the game was at 7. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come to the Staples Center because we're playing. This is when the Lakers had Kobe and Shaq. Okay, this is like the championship Lakers. So you know, I'm gonna get there at 3 o'clock, and I want to make sure I make 400 made shots before I go back into the room, and then I sit in the sauna and I get ready for the game. So, you know, get in the car, get to the gym, get there, and as I'm walking onto the court, who do I see? I see Kobe Bryant, already working out. So once I set my foot across that line, I started working out. And so I worked out for a good hour and a half. And when I came off, after I was done, I sat down, and of course I still heard the ball bouncing. I looked down, I'm like, this guy's still working out. He was working out for like, it looks like he was in a dead sweat when I got here. Right. And he's still going. And it's not like his moves are nonchalant or lazy. He's doing like game moves, you know? I sit there and I unlace my shoes. I'm like, I want to see how long this goes. So I sit out there and watch 25 minutes. And he got done. I said, okay, I think I've seen enough. Go play, you know, come back, get in the sauna, get ready for the game. That game, he drops 40 on us, okay? And after the game is over, I'm like, I have to ask this guy. Like, I have to understand, like, why he works like that. Right. So after the game is over, I'm like, hey, Kobe, like, why were you in the gym for so long? He's like, because I saw you come in. And I wanted you to know that it doesn't matter how hard you work, that I'm willing to work harder than you.
If your job is to try to be the best basketball player you can be, right? To do that, you have to practice, you have to train, right? You want to train as much as you can, as often as you can. So if you get up at 10 in the morning, train at 11, right? 12, say 12, train at 12, train for 2 hours, 12 to 2. You have to let your body recover. So you eat, recover, whatever. You get back out, you train, start training again at 6. Train from 6 to 8, right? And now you go home, you shower, you eat dinner, you go to bed, you wake up, you do it again, right? Those are 2 sessions. Right? Now imagine you wake up at 3, you train at 4, you go 4 to 6, come home, breakfast, relax, blah, blah, blah. Now you're back at it again, 9 to 11, right? Relax, and now all of a sudden you're back at it again, 2 to 4, and now you're back at it again, 7 to 9. Look how much more training I have done by simply starting at 4, right? And so now you do that, and as the years go on, the separation that you have with your competitors and your peers just grows larger and larger and larger and larger and larger. And by year 5 or 6, doesn't matter what kind of work they do in the summer, they're never going to catch up because they're 5 years behind. Right? So it makes sense to get up and start your day early because you can get more work in. If I start earlier, I can train more hours. And I know the other guys aren't doing it because I know what their training schedule is. Right? So I know if I do this consistently over time, the gap's just going to widen and widen and widen and widen and widen, and they won't be able to get that back. So to me, it was just common sense. I'm like thinking, how can I get an advantage? Oh, start earlier. Yeah, let's do that.